Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today we'll be getting to know the new volleyball coach here at Troy University, Josh Lauer. Josh, thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks, Aaron. Thanks for having me.
And the new head coach of the Trojan volleyball team, and getting everyone out there a chance to know a little bit about you and where you came from. First off, just kind of give us a little bit of your background. How did you get started in this business?
Yeah. So people always find it funny that I played college football, but now I coach college volleyball. But had a great college football experience at Washington University in St. Louis. Got involved with the men's club team there, started running the men's club team, and I always tease Aaron that after I was done with college, the NFL wasn't ready for a 6 foot wide guy that ran a 5 flat 40. So I got involved in volleyball coaching, and the rest kind of is history, as they say.
And of course, how did you make that transition? Because obviously, football to volleyball, and you didn't play volleyball in college, or did you?
I did play in college,
but not the NCAA level,
correct?
Right?
Correct.
So how did you actually make that transition to volleyball?
So I started coaching travel ball, club ball. I did that for almost 10 years, and in 2004, I got my start as a Division II head coach, and 4 seasons at the University of Missouri St. Louis. And then I had an opportunity to go to the University of Alabama as an assistant before transitioning and taking the job at the University of Georgia as the associate head coach there for the last 6.
Last 6 years, and you've gone from Georgia over here to Troy. I guess what attracted you to make the move over here to Troy? What about Troy attracted you to say, hey, that's where I want to get my head coaching start?
Absolutely. So one of the things is that my family and I, we love the Southeast. And I've made a lot of great connections with the high school and club coaches here. And, the values at Troy were really attractive for me personally. Character's a big deal in our program, in how we run the program and the type of players that we recruit. And so when I got here and I started to learn a little bit about the values at Troy, I knew that it could be a really good fit. And the facilities here and the direction that Jeremy McLean has for our athletic department and Dr. Hawkins has for this university, things just started lining up. And I knew that we could recruit really great student athletes here. And then once I met the team and realized how high their character was and how hungry they were for a fresh start and some new direction, we got pretty excited pretty quick.
Well, as a coach, and you mentioned it there briefly, and that's the facility. And you got to say, and I don't see a lot of facilities, but I have to imagine that Trojan Arena has got to be one of the top facilities for volleyball in the Southeast, and not in the country. So.
Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. When I came on my interview, when I walked into Trojan Arena, I took a step back, had to catch my breath because it is beautiful. It's a place that great players are going to want to play. And without question, it is one of the top volleyball venues, not just in the Sun Belt, but in the country. I mean, I think that, from what I hear, the fan base gets excited that, that we're going to have some rabid fans in the in Trojan Arena, and I think that it's going to be, a really fun place to play. And I think the product that we put on the floor is going to be really, really exciting for the fans too.
And of course, you're early on here, but part of that, the arena would fit into the recruiting process, and I'm sure that's probably where you got off the ground running here, is trying to build your program with some players that you brought in. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And recruiting as a coach is that's our lifeline. It's constant, but I'm really fortunate that our players want greatness. And so they understand that if we're going to get better, they have to work hard, but they also have to, be inviting to the recruits that come on because they want great teammates. And so, what we're selling here is our culture, the academic culture that is cultivated here at Troy, obviously the amazing facilities, but really those recruits want to come on campus and they want to know what it'd be like to be a player here and how they're going to be treated and what type of instruction and guidance they're going to be given, not just on the volleyball court but off the court as well. And so far it's been really positive. We've had quite a few recruits on campus already, and every time Troy surprises them. They don't really know much about Troy coming in, but when they leave, it's usually ending up on the top of their list. So that's what we like.
So it's good that we've provided you the proper facilities to help facilitate that recruiting there.
Absolutely. You know, facilities is one thing, but it's really the people. You know, facilities can be great, but the relationships that they're going to build here as student athletes and the people that they're going to interact with day in and day out outside of volleyball are a huge piece to making their experience. And I think that that's something very uniquely Troy, where, you know, people really care about this place and they want to know each other and they want to know our student athletes. So that's good for us.
Good. Well, looking forward to the start of the Josh Lauer era here in Trojan Volleyball. Thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks, Aaron.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.